evening, 5:44 p.m. There's supposed to be a cold front coming through. It's supposed to start raining tonight around dark, maybe a little before, a little after. Still about 80 degrees, but supposed to rain all night and most of the day tomorrow, which is Friday, and then Saturday is supposed to be a high of like 55 degrees. So Saturday should be awesome hunting. I am set up right off our new food plot where Lewis shot his buck Monday night. I am in a tree stand. We have a southwest wind that's supposed to switch to west, which wasn't right for the blind where Lewis shot his buck. And we have another tree stand on the other end of the food plot that's just not quite the right wind for that one. This was about the only stand we had to hunt here. Hopefully the deer won't smell me. Southwest wind's blowing up that way. The deer are expecting to come out down there and over on the other side, so it should be good. It's kind of unusual for this time of the year, October, 1st of October, to have shooter bucks daylight, but we have quite a few actually. I think it was last night or night before we had one of their shooter bucks in this food plot, or we think he was. We saw him heading this way on one of the trail cameras, and he must have been out here. We didn't see him out here, but he was headed this way. It's about the only place he would have gone, so I think I have a good chance at that one as well. That's a weird buck. It's a buck we call a lucky buck because he's a big 7-pointer. Make sure I'm not scaring deer here. It's pretty quiet. It's not very windy. So, big 7-pointer. And we think he's the oldest deer we have on the property. He seems to be the dominant buck. All the other bucks that we know are even 4.5 years old are scared of him. Like, he's the boss. So he's probably at least 5 years old. He's got a big body. And we don't know what buck he was last year. We're not sure, or if he just showed up. I think the first pictures we had of him were like August already. And now he's fairly regular, but he does not have a pattern at all. Like, he's not doing the same thing 2 days in a row at all so far. I mean, he's just random all over the place. So he could come by. If he does, he's a pretty long time, big, heavy 7-point. So hopefully I get a chance at him or our number one shooter buck that's probably going to score the most. This is where he usually shows up, right at last light or after dark. Lately it's been after dark, but there's a chance he could show up as well. He would come out over there though, and I don't know if I have a shot before dark or not. We'll see. There's a scrape just down the edge here a little bit that they've really been hitting. It's a mock scrape. We actually started in front of a tideweed solar camera, and we got a lot of videos from bucks hitting that scrape, some in daylight, including our number one shooter buck was in daylight there. So fingers crossed, get a chance tonight. I am self-filming, so hopefully I can get it on there. Not 5 minutes later, after those does came out, there's 4 bucks out feeding just to the left of the does. I think I recognize all of them as a spike buck. There's one. Turn the camera. There's a spike, the tall 8-point, a buck we call a ship. Not sure which is the other one. Both sides were the same as that near side, it'd be pretty nice. looks like it might rain before quitting time before dark. 6:22, and the rain's not far off. I think I just heard thunder, so I might have to back up my cameras here shortly. Welcome back to another video. It's Saturday, October the 7th. It is the first cold front of the season. Just came through yesterday. It was 42 degrees this morning. Lewis and I are hunting together in the hilltop blind. We're just sitting by the feeder. And same spot I shot stickers out of last year. There's a shooter buck that has been showing up here fairly regularly in the morning. Actually, two of them. One is more consistent though than the other. And it's been daylight for a little bit now. We've seen two deer. There's a doe and a fawn bedded right behind our blind about 30 yards. And we just spotted them as it got daylight, or before it was daylight all the way. I looked back there and I saw him lying there, but I thought it was a log. And after daylight, Lewis looks back there and he says, "Is that a log back there?" And I looked from the other window with a little bit different angle, and it's like, no, that's a deer. And then we saw the second one, the doe and the fawn. So they're bedded back there, and hopefully they'll walk up here or stand up and give Lewis a shot. Lewis already got his buck Monday night, so he's looking for a doe. I got my doe on Monday night, so I'm looking for a buck. And so we're hunting together, and one of us can be the cameraman while the other one shoots, hopefully. But Jonah is hunting in what we call the little field blind, and neither one of us are out by the food plots, and we should be, according to the WiseEye cameras and the Rio Link. One of our main shooter bucks is out in the food plot fighting with smaller bucks. It has been for a while already, since daylight, so we've all been kicking ourselves for not being out the food plot. But we just thought it's gonna be difficult to get into the food plot stands or blinds without spooking deer in the morning. But I think we should have just taken our chance and hunted out there. But you can bet on it that we'll be out there tonight for sure. Hopefully something shows up here besides those does. We can get a buck or at least see one. Well, I think those deer got up. They're moving a little bit now. I think they're just gonna go across into the brush.
Unlimited whitetail hunting is brought to you by Charm Outdoors, Miller's Custom Meats, and Boontown Deer Minerals. Charm Outdoors is located in Charm, Ohio in beautiful Holmes County. This is our favorite local sporting goods store. Check them out if you're in the area. Miller's Custom Meats is located in southwestern Holmes County, Ohio. They are a very unique meat processor because of their walk-in cooler for after-hour deer drop-off. You can drop off your deer during the season any time of the day or night. Boontown Deer Minerals is more than just deer mineral, also a feed supplement and serious attractant with up to 26% protein. Go to boontownminerals.com to find your nearest dealer.
Okay guys, we're back in the stand. Lewis and I are back in the hilltop blind. Just got settled in a little bit ago. We went to town, ate some Taco Bell, and came back out. We got out there this morning. Saw a little yearling buck and a doe and a fawn. Lewis was gonna shoot the doe, but she didn't quite give him a shot, or a good shot, so hopefully she'll come back tonight, or my shooter buck shows up. We have a buck up here that shows up pretty much every night, just before dark. Buck we call Habanero. It's a 4.5-year-old buck. Been watching him for, well, this is the 3rd season. First year we noticed him, he was 2.5 years old. I actually seen him right just down the hill a little bit in opening day of gun season 2 seasons ago. Looks like a wide 8-point. Last year he was 3.5 years old. This year he's 4.5 years old. So we have fairly high hopes. Jonah is also hunting. He's out in the new food plot blind, the Tideways 360 blind. He was really hoping to shoot Habanero, but he had first choice of where he wanted to hunt, and he chose the food plot because another buck we have, we call the Lucky Buck, was out there this morning in daylight, and we think he's bedded really close by. So Jonah has high hopes that he'll come back out to the food plot tonight, and he has hopefully a chance to shoot him. So he decided to head out there. Lewis already shot his buck, so it's just Lewis looking for a doe, me looking for a buck. I shot a doe, and Jonah actually shot a doe as well at home behind our house. So he still has a doe tag for here on our lease as well, so he might shoot a doe if he has a good chance. Hopefully Habanero or the Lucky Buck show up. We think the Lucky Buck, he's a big framed 7-pointer. We think he's 5.5 years old, maybe even older. We don't know for sure which deer he was last year, but he seems to be the dominant buck in the area. We noticed the 4.5-year-old bucks usually make room for him, make room for the Lucky Buck. So we think he's older. He's got a giant body and a giant frame. So hopefully Jonah has a shot at him tonight. That'd be awesome if we could get Habanero and Jonah could get lucky. That would be too good to be true. And then hopefully a doe or two hit too. But it's called hunting, not shooting, so we'll see. Is it a big doe or a fawn? Big doe. That might be the big doe. Does it smell us? Yeah, that's a big doe. How far is it? closer. Open the window. Get better footage. That's down almost on the path. Yeah, that's probably 40 yards or more. Okay, I'm just gonna figure you out. Are you on him? Stay on him.
He's dead.
He's down.
Oh, yes. Right there he is.
That was cool.
He's 20 yards from our blind.
Yeah, he didn't go far. I'm sure you probably couldn't stay on him all the time.
No,
Because he was like right down here. Got it. Are you on him? Stay on him.
he's dead.
He's down. What time is it? 6:34. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. That was fun. 12 yards or something. That was cool. Yeah, he didn't go far. I'm sure you probably couldn't stay on him all the time. Because he was like right down here. He literally ran into that tree.
Yeah, he literally.
I think he ran between the branches of that tree right there.
I saw him like running to something right here.
Yeah, and then down here he was stumbling. Well, I'm tagged out. What can I do?
Good shot.
That was awesome. Came right out of this brush right here. And he was standing literally right here when I shot it. He came walking out, standing about right here. Can't really see for sure. I think I might have hit him in the shoulder. Lewis, grab that camera. He ran I believe, right, and hit that tree, and then right through here. He literally ran between the trunks, the two trunks of this tree, and down through the brush there. There's blood everywhere there. We know where he's at, so we're just gonna walk down here. Here. Oh, you got yours on too? Take this one actually, because I don't know how good that one's doing. Down and all bloody.
So this is the buck we called Habanero. 3 years ago, or 3 seasons ago, he was shot in the shoulder with what looked like an arrow. I believe it was his right side, would have been this side. And if I feel there, it's actually squishy right there. Like, that's probably where the old wound was. It's all healed over, but because it looked like he was shot with an arrow, that's how he got the name Habanero. We've been tracking him for 3 seasons. I was actually hunting just down the hill here when I saw him the first time that I remember, in opening day of gun season, and he was coming across the side of the hill here. First time I remember seeing him. And then we've seen him some more that year, and then last year we've seen him quite a few times. And this year he was living on this property basically every day up here at the hilltop, pretty much every evening, and sometimes in the morning as well. Feeding, you know, out in the food plot as well, and all over the property basically. So he's not going to be a high scoring deer, but he's very cool, unique with that drop tine, and we decided we can't pass him up, because how many people get a chance to shoot a drop tine buck? And you know, it's not said that he's going to have one next year if we would have let him go another year. So, and we know he's 4.5 years old. He's probably never going to have a giant rack, or a giant frame, I should say, according to what he had now. But we do recognize him. I just looked in Wiseye. We had 1,292 pictures of this buck saved in Wiseye, and you know, had a lot of history with him. So pretty excited. I got my Ohio buck for the year, and now it's on for Jonai and West Virginia for me, and then Colorado in November. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you get notified every time we upload. We'll see you guys in the next video.